So we all jumped in. It's like 6 of us.
Yo, that's like you're going in. Like that's what you were saying before, though. Don't go anywhere on your own and whatnot.
Buddy, build a team. Build a team.
All
Build a
right,
network.
let's go
When
back
I
to
moved
that.
to Toronto, huh?
It's an easy thing to say for a person with the life experiences you've had. I'm gonna throw a little bit of a different angle. Keep in mind,
Okay.
I clearly building a team, so like I'm with you. I'm preaching this shit, but I
Yeah.
also understand the challenges in a different way than you do. So
Yes.
the issue is people hear a phrase like "build a team," and then they go, "How?" So what do you do to build a team? Like, what do you actually do?
Depends on the position of the person asking.
Can you clarify on that answer? I don't know how to follow that
The
up. But
person asking, so the person saying how. Are they a rapper? Are they a producer?
run it.
Are they an engineer?
Run
Are
it for
they
like
what do they do?
everybody.
It depends on what they do specifically. You
So
have
what
to
does a
find
rapper do to build a team?
what a rapper does is he goes to find a producer. His own producer. One that he's gonna buy his beats for or from, and that's his source. That
Yeah.
producer's job is to now find an engineer. Yo, I have this dope artist. Da, 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 da. Yo, we want to come and record over here. He knows engineers. That's his next up.
Mm.
Who's the engineers next up? Getting the music out there. Most engineers in Montreal know how to get your music distributed. If you don't already know how.
DistroKid,
Exactly.
DistroKid, it's
That's
cheap
all I
as
use. You know what I'm
fuck.
saying? Like I actually upgraded to the label once, so that way I could do things for my label. Like that's literally what I'm on right
Yo, I
now. I'm
have
saying,
the middle one because
yeah, the $35 one.
if you check Chris Chrome's music releases and you look at the bottom, it'll say behind that suit on that shit. Cause shh, we're
Yeah,
doing things in bigger
yeah,
pictures.
yeah. That's the whole. That's exactly it,
But it was
right?
also
Like
like it would
I
save
built up
us
win situation.
$5 a month, and that doesn't sound like a lot. $5 US. So let's call it what it is: $7 a month. seven
Yeah,
dollars or a year or whatever. I don't care. Times like 100 or 10 is $70, and it felt like it was worth saving that little bit of money.
you save how you can because you still have to spend it over somewhere else.
Yo, that SaaS money though. Yo, when I check how many things you gotta pay for these days in the little $18 purchases and shit, man, it's like,
Buddy,
so you want to be on the podcast sites? You want to hear the audio version of this on Spotify, which it will be on later on one day? Like $18 a month was the one I go with because they're just there and whatever. And then you pick the next one and you pick, because you could probably find the free one, but you want customer service on a service like this. And you ain't getting fucking shit all customer service from a free app on a service like this.
yeah, buddy, this is what I mean by you gotta be using different services and different man options to be able to run your business like successfully. I pay uh I pay $100 American a month to be able to run all the websites that I have.
And in return, you gain experience points
Business,
slash money.
business, 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 business.
Yeah, and
That's
like
literally that's literally it.
it's like
You have to spend.
I don't know how much you actually have to spend in dollars. You definitely have to spend in time and or dollars. I'm gonna throw it like that. I've done a lot.
Both.
Okay, I'm lying. I spent a lot of money. I spend a lot of money right now. What the fuck am I talking about? I'm actually spending quite
Both,
a bit of
bro.
money right now.
If it's something that you love, if it's something that
Uh,
you
I'm like,
you're
what
gonna
am I
you're
saying?
investing both.
I'm like, I'd be lying to myself. I'm like, literally, I complain off cam like, yo, this shit's actually getting expensive. But my like all in
Thank
monthly
you.
cost, because yo, there's at least two people now that I give a monthly to, because there's the engineer producer guy that I work with. He's engineer and producer. And
Yeah.
guess what? He was giving me distribution tips the other day for this next song. I'm like, fuck off. Look at Metikulus spitting truth like that. So whatever, but I pay him on a monthly. He just gets an amount of money forever. And then one day
Yeah.
when I'm rich, and then now there's Chris, who now gets an amount of money for that editing shit. So if you need editing
Yeah.
services done, call up Chris Chrome. He can even do visualizers. That's what's up.
That's actually pretty good. I saw the one that he did for Lorelai.
Facts. It was really good. I'll be
Yeah.
honest. I would not push him, but then until I saw that, I'm like, yo, we gotta push Chris. Yo, really like.
Yeah, I saw that one and I was like, ooh.
You're like, let's get
Okay.
Chris some business here. Let's get Chris some capital up in his shit. And then
Pretty
you
cool. It
know,
was pretty
like
cool.
Golden Coast, y'all can afford his shit. Trust. Go fucking hit him up for beats. Then when you upgrade to Metikulus.
I could put the thing with me is this: once you're working with me, I'll start putting you down different rabbit holes. That's what artists around me know. Is that like, yeah, you're working with me, but now I'm like, okay, take this now. You take the football and you go play it over here. I'll point you in the direction. I'll show you the next. While we're working on your song, I'm showing you tips. I'm showing you different things that could happen for your music video while we're working on the song version. That's you know what I'm saying? Like, I'll put like, look, when I'm engineering, I'll make an artist. So here we go. Here's how it is. Artists will come to see me. They'll have the instrumental ready, or they'll be like, okay, I'll email you the beat or whatever the case is. Boom. We'll load the beat up. We'll set up a project. We record the song, the whole song, all the parts, all the elements, all the ad libs, all the backs, everything. My turn. Okay. Now I go and I start doing my search. At the end of that, before the song is obviously completely finished, I'm like, yo, do you want any beat cuts on the thing? Because those are, I define beat cuts like on rappers' songs. Yo, those are little things. Those are gems for your videographer.
Lorelai literally was like, you gotta cut the beat over here on this shit.
Yeah. Those are gems because
why?
It's all about the vibe of the song.
No, but why for the videographer?
And I say it's for the videographer because it gives the videographer something to play with.
What's a beat cut?
Where you remove a beat from the song, from that little section of the song.
Just like a line,
or you put
like,
a filter on it.
Or like,
you put a filter on it, so that way it sends it into the basement.
So like that part where you would drop the beat for like just a line or two to like add that punch.
Yeah.
Just that line.
And then what I do is I'm like, yo, we gotta, instead of just letting the beat just start, I'm like, yo, make the beat stutter. Yo, make the beat like a record, like back to regular. Like, I'll do all kind of crazy things. Just so that way the videographer has more to play with.
No, but how does that manifest into playing with? Like, I'm not the best.
Because I'm all about the audio. How does the audio translate to a visual?
See, that's what I suck at.
The audio makes an effect. The videographer has to make a visual effect at that particular time.
So you're saying you're forcing, what's up, Critical? You're forcing the videographer to do some...
think outside the box.
Because they can't just leave nothing there.
Nah, and I tell that to every single artist that I work with. I say, listen, this little glitch right here, your videographer needs to think outside the box right here. And if not, go back and tell him you don't like it.
Definitely, it's a good move here and there. I think it's like a pepper one. You pepper it, and because I'm an album guy, right?
I spice up the song to force it. It's not necessarily to force you to think outside the box, but it's, yo, that part is pretty dope. I need something big to happen visually there.